You're gonna do that twice. Good to go?
Yeah, the energy is good.
World title next. It'd be awesome to fight Usyk or Dubois. But first, you're gonna take a break and go home and see the family.
What are your thoughts if Usyk and Dubois jump straight into that rematch and Dubois doesn't fight you?
It's not in my control. I can only look forward to what I can control.
Tony Bello isn't just impressed, he's convinced. The way he talks about Joseph Parker's evolution, it's like he's describing a finished product. The weight, the timing, the control. Parker has mastered every aspect of his craft. People keep calling him an underdog, but Bello disagrees. He believes Parker is in the second phase of his career. Bigger, stronger, sharper, and far more confident than ever before.
There's no one who's going to beat him. I just think technically, physically now, he's at the weight and he's adapted and he's adjusted. I mean, he's even adjusted and adapted his weight for this fight individually. I mean, he put on how much weight.
Bello flips the tone from praise to concern. He knows momentum is a fragile thing, and inactivity a fighter's silent enemy. For someone like Parker, rhythm isn't just part of his style, it's his lifeline. Too much time away from the ring, and even the sharpest reflexes begin to fade. It's not criticism. It's a warning, a veteran's warning forged through years of experience inside the ropes.
He can ruin and kill fighters. Joseph Parker is struggling from inactivity at the moment because he's been so used to fighting back to back to back.
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
not his own fault by any means.
No, it's not a disturbance in the Bacoli fight that he was all going ahead and you know, Bacoli jumps in, sorry, you know, all of the disturbance of the Dubois fight.
That's right.
It's just, he's in a rock and a hard place, Joseph Parker, because he knows the shot's coming, but he also wants to stay busy and active.
Yeah.
Him probably saying he'd fight Derek Chisora, for him it's probably such a safe option.
It is, isn't it? He knows
it's a fight, he knows he can win.
He can win it,
you
yeah.
know.
Eddie Hearn's enthusiasm feels real and deserved. Parker isn't just winning, he's surviving wars most heavyweights wouldn't even dare to take. He's faced the monsters of the division and walked away unscathed. Every victory has sharpened his claim to a world title shot. Hearn knows it, the fans demand it, and the rest of the division, they can feel it. Joseph Parker is coming for the throne.
It's a great fight. I mean, firstly, Joe Parker is on an incredible run.
Absolutely.
I mean, he's beaten Wilder when no one really wanted to fight him. He's beaten Zhang when he was like the bogeyman, and he's just beaten Bacoli, although, you know, on short notice. I mean, that was a dangerous fight to take. So I love Joe. I think he deserves an opportunity. Joe against Dubois, Joe against Usyk, Joe against AJ. They're all great fights, I think.
But while Hearn sees opportunity, others sense frustration brewing behind the scenes. Spencer Oliver hits the nerve. Frustration, he's right. The heavyweight division feels stuck. Parker's done everything right, yet the big chance keeps dancing just out of reach. Usyk's brilliance isn't in question, but his silence, it's left the rest of the heavyweights gasping for clarity. And now, Parker's patience is running thin.
Yeah, I would feel frustrated. Joseph Parker seems to have been frozen out, you know, at a time when he should be getting his world title shot. He's worked to get that, you know, more so than any other heavyweight out there right now. Alexander Usyk is not just holding up the WBO title right now, but he's holding up the heavyweight division for all these fighters that we've been talking about on this show getting their shot. And these fighters may have to mix it with each other before getting their shot. And that's sort of unfair, really, because one of them's going to lose and he's going to have to climb the ladder again.
Warren's words ripple through the boxing world like a wake-up call. The message is crystal clear. No more waiting, no more excuses. If Usyk's healthy, the belts need defending, and Parker deserves his moment. The fans are restless, the division's losing patience, and Warren just voiced what everyone's been thinking, loud and clear.
We had the negotiations, then the injury. That we wasted months on that, and that's given a little bit of inactivity.
Parker's tone says everything. Calm, measured, mature, no trash talk, no theatrics, just quiet belief. He's been through the grind, the doubts, the long nights of rebuilding, and it shows when he says, "I back myself." That's not bravado, it's conviction. This is a man who's faced failure and found strength inside it. The new Joseph Parker isn't chasing validation, he's coming for legacy.
Where Alexander Usyk. So, do you go along with that?
No, is it a financial thing, or is it a, you know, is it, I don't know, do I present something different? Or, I mean, this Usyk's been there and done that with everyone, you know? And I back myself and I believe, like now, physically and mentally, I'm in the best place ever. And even I am very excited to see what I can do in the ring when I'm in the ring next. You know, it's not going to be with Usyk, obviously we're fighting someone else now.
Johnny Nelson calling him a beast isn't hype, it's recognition. Parker's transformation is undeniable. The patience, the precision, the rhythm, it all screams evolution. He's no longer just surviving in the heavyweight mix, he's dictating the pace. Every jab has intent, every combo has purpose. Nelson's right, this is a different kind of danger. Parker's not chasing chaos anymore, he's mastering.
He's got at least 6-7 set combinations. He can fight. So he needs to control this beast. If he doesn't control it, don't be surprised if you get an upset Saturday night. Don't be surprised.
Do you think Parker has the power or the speed and combination?
I think he's got.
But Parker himself wanted the world to know he's not just another opponent. That's the energy fans have been waiting for. Raw defiance. When he says, "I'm me," it's not arrogance, it's ownership. Parker's done being compared, done being over. He's rewriting his story on his own terms. No noise, no gimmicks, just grit, growth, and greatness. The message is clear. The real Joseph Parker is back, and he's here to remind the division, respect isn't given, it's earned in blood and sweat.
Found a way, dug deep and knocked him out. He always finds a way, Fabio Wardley. So what's going to be different this time, Joe?
Yeah, listen, he's found a way with other fighters. Let's see if he can find a way with me. It's different. You know, I'm not Justice Huni, I'm not Fraser Clark, I'm me, Joseph Parker. A different fighter, a different beast altogether.
Yeah, look, you will go into this as a massive favourite because there's a disparity of levels in terms of skill set, in terms of experience. But the two things that the three
none of that really matters. You know, going in as a favourite, going in as the one with more skills or the one with more power, none of that matters, right? It's just down to execution of the game plan and just being at your best on fight night.
I was going to say that the three things that Fabio has shown is that he always carries his power, and he's got tremendous power. He's got a great chin, and he's got lots of heart. So I guess those are the three challenges that are presented in front of you.
Bring it on. Nice. The better, the tougher the challenge, the better, because it brings out the best in me. I don't want no easy fights. I don't want no easy touch-ups and easy wins. I want to.
And that edge boiled over when emotions hit breaking point at the face-off. This wasn't hype, it was honesty. Parker's calm finally snapped, and what poured out wasn't arrogance, it was years of bottled-up frustration. You could see it in his eyes. The hunger, the hurt, the need to prove he belongs at the top again. Every word carried weight because it came from a man who fought his way through silence and doubt. This wasn't chaos, it was controlled fury. And in boxing, when emotion meets focus, that's when legends are born.
You're gonna get it, you big lump. I'm gonna smash your face in. That's what's gonna happen, you prick.
Get up there, Joe Parker, me boy. He's learning.
Parker at his heaviest isn't slower. He's more dangerous. That extra mass isn't a mistake, it's a message. Every pound added is part of a plan, not to survive, but to dominate. Nelson calling him technically better seals it. This new Parker isn't just stronger, he's smarter, calmer, and built for war. Not to win rounds, but to win everything.
He's got that much natural strength. It was unprecedented. Joseph Parker will come in at a career heaviest, and Joseph Parker is technically the better fighter out of the two, the better boxer out of the two.
You can hear the respect in Parker's tone. No envy, no bitterness, just honesty. He knows who the mountain is, and he's not afraid to climb it. When he mentioned Usyk's dancing videos, it wasn't mockery, it was acknowledgement. A fighter recognizing another master.
Situation. Obviously, Usyk is the one that we want to fight. He is the best in the world, holds all the belts. Would have been awesome to, you know, unification, undisputed. But he's injured and he's spending time with his family. And, you know, there are videos of him dancing, but he's just having a good time. Having a good time with his family and having a good time on his time off.
Even Johnny Nelson agreed. Parker's approach this time was pure strategy, not emotion. That's the difference between a slugger and a strategist. Under Andy Lee, Parker isn't chasing knockouts anymore. He's crafting them. He's learning to dictate fights, not just survive them. Nelson's right. This is a smarter, more balanced version of Parker. The weight, the patience, the movement, all calculated. Every step in the ring is part of a bigger plan. This isn't about proving strength. It's about proving evolution.
I think Andy Lee's too smart for that. I think Joseph Parker's going to go in there, try and box him smart, step around the ring, use that weight to try and
Parker's impressive resume and current form could cause serious problems for anyone across the ring. Goalie highlights Parker's ability to dictate the pace of a fight and his talent for making smart adjustments when it matters most. He also cautions that Parker's true test will come under pressure, how well he can absorb punishment and stay composed when the heat rises. That adaptability, that calm under fire, is what's kept him performing at such a high level, and it's what could define this next chapter in heavyweight boxing.
I think he puts Usyk in a not difficult. Like, no one can doubt Usyk's credibility or his reputation because of the fights he's had and what he's done in those fights. But if he opts to fight Dubois and vacate his title, someone who he's already beaten and beaten pretty comfortably, and decides not to fight Joseph, it doesn't look too good for him. That's all I would say. It doesn't look too good for him from the fans' point of view and from a fighter's point of view. I'm sure he'll want to defend his belts, and I'm sure he'll want to fight.
Mackenzie nails it. Boxing isn't about height, it's about levels. And that's where Alexander Usyk stands alone. Every movement, every feint, every adjustment reveals a mind built for mastery. While others depend on power, Usyk dissects opponents like a surgeon. Eddie Hearn, however, points to Parker's ability to neutralize danger. His timing, adaptability, and ring IQ make him a genuine threat. Parker's resilience and experience allow him to survive the storm and turn fights into tactical wars. If he can impose that same strategic rhythm against Usyk, the odds might not be as one-sided as people think. Parker's style isn't built on luck, it's built on patience, precision, and a champion's will to endure.
And that at all, I still don't feel that even that performance is not enough to beat Alexander Usyk, because boxing's all about levels, and Usyk isn't the kind of, as I said before, Usyk's not on the slide. He's not, and he would, you know, once you set out your game plan and you get your tactics and ABCD right, as Usyk has done, that's why he's unbeaten and a two division unified 4-belt era champion. That's what separates the good from the great.
And even Eddie Hearn admits Usyk's reign won't last forever, but his standard might never be matched. He recognizes that Parker's experience could become a real advantage. Even greatness has limits. Usyk has conquered 2 divisions, cleaned out cruiserweight, and redefined what it means to be a heavyweight. But time is undefeated. No matter how sharp the mind or how perfect the technique, the body eventually slows. Hearn knows it, and Parker's betting that moment has already begun.
Just to stay active, who would that be, you feel?
I don't know. I don't think he would, Marcus. I think that a lot of those guys, you know, I don't see Usyk as someone who's going to go on for another 5 years fighting every challenger in the division. Like, he was the undisputed cruiserweight world champion. He's the unified world heavyweight.
He's also impressed by Parker's fitness, experience, and ability to go the full 12 rounds with confidence and composure. Parker fights with purpose, not politics. Every round has meaning. When Johnny Nelson says he's not retired, it's because greatness doesn't just fade. I don't believe he's retired. I don't believe he's done, Nelson insists. He's one of the few fighters bigger than the belts. Mackenzie nails it. Boxing isn't about hype, it's about levels. And that's where Usyk stands alone. Every movement, every feint, every adjustment he makes in the ring shows a mind wired for mastery. While others rely on strength, Usyk dissects opponents like a surgeon. Cool, calculated, unshakable. When Mackenzie says that's what separates the good from the great, he's not exaggerating. Usyk has redefined greatness, discipline over destruction, precision over chaos.
He's retired. I don't believe he's done. I do believe he's probably one of the few fighters that's bigger than the belts.
And that's the truth. Usyk's movement is poetry in motion, a puzzle no heavyweight has solved yet. His rhythm, his angles, his footwork, it's art disguised as combat. But Parker's adaptability and experience make him a serious threat. He knows how to take a punch, control distance, and adjust under pressure. Even Usyk's brilliance could be tested by Parker's timing, toughness, and ring IQ.
It'll be interesting to see if that's going to make a difference against Alexander Usyk. I do think he's in the fight. I do think it's a dangerous fight, but ultimately, I think it's one he'll lose.
And that's where the story stands. 2 warriors, 1 destiny, and a storm still waiting to explode. Subscribe now, because when Usyk and Parker finally collide, you'll want a front row seat to history in the making.
I think Usyk again, it's a tough fight. That Usyk guy is talented. He's so talented. He's so small for a heavyweight too. He's non-stop movement and his footwork and everything. It's so different than anybody else. Joshua didn't know what to do with him. He's like, where is this guy going to be when I'm throwing punches? He's a heavyweight, and the heavyweights were never really that. Dubois is coming into his own, man. That's what that is. He's only like 27, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he's coming into his own. That guy's scary. He's dangerous.